What up? It's your boy Will Nicholls, and this is the new moon in Scorpio horoscope for the beautiful Cancer risings of this world, aka the mom friend. Okay, let's take a look at this new moon. So, first of all, this new moon's happening in your fifth house of Scorpio. As I said in the previous videos, and as I've been talking about for a little while, Scorpio, specifically the Scorpio new moon, is really creating a rebirthing process for us, as Scorpio rules death, sex, transformation, and the whole transmutative process of going from one form to the next, not in a mutable way of momentum, but rather in a being able to look at the whole process as a whole, as opposed to, when we look at mutable signs, we see it as one sign to the next. So make sure you click the like and subscribe button so you can join me for future videos. But having this new moon in your fifth house, this is really rebirthing your creative identity. So, if you've been kind of feeling a little stuck creatively, maybe the creative projects that you've been going through for the last little while, my dear Cancer risings, have not been fully, feeling like they've got some sustenance to them. Maybe they've been feeling a little on and off, hot and cold. This is going to really allow you to see things in a new light. And that's very, very important, because when you're really connected to and tapped into your creative energy, when you're tapped into that creative sexual energy that is within you and that's activated and not repressed, which is very, very important, you can feel more at ease. You can feel more assured in yourself. You can feel more confident in your ability to create. Okay, because as a creative, you have to be confident in your ability to create. You have to be confident in your capacity to create. And you have to be confident in your sexual creative energy for that to even happen. Okay? Mars is stationing direct in your 10th house too, so I'm sure, career stuff has been probably feeling like things have been pretty slow for the last little while, or things have been kind of like you've really had to grind it out because, Mars has been retrograde in your 10th house for the last little while. Mars is transiting in your 10th house for 6 months total, this year into next. So, be really mindful of, how much energy you're giving to your projects and to your career and to your work. Because if you're giving too much energy and not focusing enough on the creative side of things, then you're going to kind of feel out of balance. You're going to kind of feel like things are off. Things are a little wonky. Okay, so really pay attention to and utilize this new moon time to really rebirth the creative inspiration that you need to carry forth your vision for service, for higher service in this world. Okay? Because only when you have established a deep foundation of your creative energy, and when you know how to actually properly express that energy and flow with that energy, can you actually make a difference in this world, and can you actually serve in the highest capacity. What else do we got going on? Well, we got seventh house has been a brutal time this year. Relationships have been brutal for Cancer risings with Saturn-Pluto conjunction in the seventh house. I'm sure lots of rebirthing process in relationships as well. And we still have that Jupiter-Pluto conjunction in the seventh house. So that can be positive or negative depending on what type of work you've been doing. As we have Venus squaring Jupiter and Pluto in your seventh house, Venus is transiting through your fourth house, which is kind of illuminating all the kind of childhood stuff, the childhood patterns and habits and attitudes and perhaps communication styles and traumas and all that. And if you're not kind of approaching that all from a, more enlightening perspective, then you're going to have a difficult time with that. And Jupiter-Pluto in the seventh house can really either make the relationship grow into something really, really amazing, or it could actually end up destroying the relationship, but giving you a deep level of growth throughout that process. So it's very, very important to be mindful of what side you're kind of falling on right now, Cancer risings. Okay, so that's very, very important. But this new moon is really rebirthing your sexual identity. It's really rebirthing your creative identity. So if you've been kind of holding off on some creative projects for a long time for whatever reason, or if you've been, not giving yourself time, maybe you're a painter and you haven't given yourself enough time to paint recently, or maybe you're a dancer and you haven't given yourself enough time to dance recently, or maybe you just haven't been allowing yourself to fully express that kind of, feminine creative energy, this is the time to do that. Do that under this new moon and really watch the rebirthing process take place. This is happening towards the area of your creative storage point. So really be mindful of what that's all looking like. Again, Juno is going to be trining Neptune. It is in a trine with Neptune right now, actually, as I'm recording this. And Neptune's in your 9th house. Juno's in Scorpio in your 5th house. So this is going to be a big, I can see this as kind of bringing up a conflict of interest and conflict of values. So, really looking at, is my partner compatible with me sexually, as well as from a visionary standpoint, from a learning standpoint? Are they willing to learn? Are they willing to grow? Are they willing to expand? You have Pisces in your 9th house natally. That's, you're always going to want to be uncovering deeper spiritual truths or deeper creative insights into what this whole reality is about. And if your partner can't meet up with that, well, you're going to probably notice some of that coming out in perhaps sexual frustration or just lack of sexual desire or sexual libido. So yeah, be mindful of that, but it's also giving you a good opportunity to kind of get perhaps a little bit more clearer about what you're needing within relationships and what you're needing within your support system, your partners, and that type of stuff. So all in all, this new moon can be extremely beneficial for all signs, of course. But for Cancer risings, be very, very mindful of how you're expending your creative energy. Are you wasting it? And are you able to share it with those who matter most? And if not, then there needs to be some rearrangements made. And sometimes that can be painful, but it is a rebirthing process. And, every time we rebirth ourselves, we become better, or we become the best version of ourselves. So remember that as you flow through this new moon over the next few weeks too, leading up to the eclipses as well. Be very, very mindful of the themes that come up, because this is kind of going to give you that footing before the craziness and shenanigans of eclipse season, and then December, all that starts. All right? So have a beautiful new moon. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and leave a comment below if you enjoyed this video. I love you all. Have a great day.